There we go. Oh my gosh, it was so.
You know what? I just want to say this is how it goes. Sometimes we just we roll with the weird stuff that happens, and we are not technological geniuses. We are not.
We are not. That is for sure. Okay, fine.
Right.
Here we are.
But we're here now. So wait. Take two.
All right. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to Mindful Success, where we talk about topics to help you get balanced, to have a more fulfilling life by using mindfulness, by connecting with other people, and by becoming getting in touch with your true self and your emotions and all that stuff.
So first and foremost, let's give yourself an opportunity to kind of wake up your body, wake up your lungs, wake up your mind. Take a deep breath in. And then reach up and stretch. Oh, doesn't that feel good to feel your muscles stretch like that? And then let it go. Woo! Simply a deep breath makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
It really does.
Man,
yeah, it feels good.
Does. I know.
It feels super good.
I know, and stretching too. I'm like, hey, I'm stretching.
I know.
And it was all that stay-at-home stuff. I was like, I don't move anymore.
I know, right? Okay, so today we're going to talk about gratitude. And gratitude is something that you can practice, that you can cultivate, that you can get better at doing. When we're talking about gratitude, gratitude is the ability to be thankful, the ability to appreciate and recognize kindness. And it's something that people often think that you're just good at it or you're not good at it. But we're going to talk today about how you can cultivate it and how we have cultivated it.
Right. And for, it's not just about, the simple act of saying thank you, which by the way, is huge, but it's also just kind of like this overall way that you look at the world in a more appreciative way. So gratitude really just, it seeps into so many other areas. And we're going to kind of talk about our own issues and a little bit about kind of like, we might have had less than positive experiences in our life, which might have made us less than grateful, and how we've overcome them. So,
yeah, awesome. Okay, so I will start first. Yeah,
I think we're going to start with Danielle. She's not that she looks it, but she's the oldest, so she should start first.
Yeah, well, fine. Yeah. So the idea of gratitude, I think I tend to be a fairly optimistic person. I tend to look at the bright side often. One of my former coworkers called me a Pollyanna, but I have to say, Pollyanna got shit done is all I'm saying. So, and that's the point with all this stuff.
Yeah, she changed a whole town, a whole village. If you haven't seen Pollyanna, it's a very old movie, but it's just
Haley
so
Mills,
beautiful.
Man.
It makes me so happy.
Awesome. It is.
I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
So and that's been characteristic of my life. And the idea is, if you can see more positive in your life, you can do more. You can actually get more done, because all the negativity we have brings us down, and it makes it so much harder to do all this other sort of stuff. So usually, I sometimes it's called Pollyanna. Sometimes it's called just being too stubborn to give up, which is another characteristic of mine. But it's given me the opportunity, because I've had so much practice over my life, to be able to see there are good things in life. However, there are certainly times when I am not feeling grateful for anything. When I was applying for a bunch of jobs and didn't get any of them. When I was too poor to actually pay all of my bills, and where, utilities were getting cut off, and all of those kinds of things. It's really, really hard to be grateful.
And fine dining is ramen.
That's exactly right. And so in times like that, when I'm feeling really down, I'm glad to have an actual consistent gratitude practice, because then it's a habit and it's something that I can fall back on. So when I get really, really down, it's when I have to start thinking about what can I be grateful for? And when I'm really down, it's really difficult. It's difficult to see things that are good when you feel like your life is spinning out of control, when you feel like nothing is going right. So we're going to talk in a minute about what we do to get to the point where we can feel more gratitude, even when you're feeling down. But
yeah, the funny thing is, if you knew me 15, 20 years ago, you probably wouldn't really recognize me. I was a very negative person. I used to joke. So we have the same mom, as it turns out. We also have the same dad. Oh my God. Anyway, I last night I was saying, I was like, yeah, what about your mother? And I was like, well, she's my mom too, but yeah, sometimes. Anyway, so point being, my mother's she considers herself a cockeyed optimist, and so I kind of went the opposite direction, where I went what I call the realist route, which meant pointing out everything that was wrong all the time and why that, and I was very cynical. Very, I mean, I still am, aren't we all? Welcome to 2021. But I was like, this was a bad place, and I was like, except for I still loved the movie Pollyanna. I think because deep down I was like, wouldn't it be nice if that was true? It's not. They're all liars, and the world is horrible. It's true. And I was like this. I was this little black rain cloud of, and my opinion was I was simply enlightening people about, because we always want to think we're a good person, right? I was enlightening people so they were aware of what they were walking into, of how horrible everything is. But that actually created a lot of self-limiting beliefs, not only for me, but then I imposed those upon other people, which is actually kind of shitty of me to do. So when we talk about our transformation stories, you'll be like, oh my God, if she can do it, I can do it too.
That's right. So it's probably, her story is going to be a little bit stronger in that regard. But so let me just talk about some of the solutions, because I have had dark moments. It is easier for me to crawl out of those holes through gratefulness, because I have been primed for gratefulness so often. But there are some of the things, it's easiest if you have a regular daily gratitude practice. When things are going well, write it down. Write down what you can be grateful for. Because then when things are going not so well, you can remember, yeah, that's right. I was grateful for the people in my life. I was grateful that I have a job, even if you're not feeling grateful at the moment. When things are really dark for me, that's when I do try to find things that are great to be grateful for. It feels shallow. It feels like I'm faking it. It feels like I'm just searching for something to be grateful for. And frankly, that's okay. That's okay when you're feeling down, to help you get yourself out of it. Oftentimes, when I'm feeling that down, that's when I have to turn to my community. That's when I have to turn to my sister, who will you always have to have one person who will remind you everything that you have to be grateful for, what's great about you, how you're doing good things. It is invaluable to have at least one person in your life who will always be able to say, like, yeah, but you're awesome, you're fantastic, you're doing these great things. Find your person, because when you're really down, we need other people to help bring us out. And then knowing that you have one person at least who can be like, you have great things. It requires a level of vulnerability. It requires you to tell someone, like, I'm really struggling, I'm really down, and to count on them to not say, well, you're being stupid because you have so much going for you. Like, I get that. That's not helpful right now. So finding someone who can give you positive feedback in a way that you can hear it, vitally important.
Yeah, and that's what's funny, because Danny, she's a positive person for everybody else but herself. And she's very critical of herself. And so she'll come to me and she'll say something that's very self-critical. And a lot of times I'll be like, how dare you insult the best person I know in my world? And then she stops. Because I'm like, I think that you are amazing. So shut the F up. But I don't say F. I say the whole world with the K and the C and the U and all in the right order. Because I like that word. Ain't gonna lie. Okay. So for me, I had done a lot of, actually, it was my sister that got me into looking at gratitude. She's as I've said before, she's a practicing Buddhist monk, and she does like this meditation, and she teaches people meditation. And for years I've been like, oh, it's great that you can do that, but I sure the hell can't. Like, I'm like, whatever, you people and your fluffy clouds and your bendy legs and your stuff like that. That's not me. And I'm kind of there, except for there's no fluffy cows and no bendy legs, which I'm okay with too. And I was in a really, really, really dark place. It was post a really bad divorce. There was a lot of custody issues. There was a lot of stuff. Life was hard. I didn't have a job. Like, it was just, all of the things that were bad were there. And I was like, there's no reason to find joy or happiness in anything, right? Which is, by the way, my default. This was actually feeding the basket the bias that I had about how everything was always awful. Like, see, I've just proven to you why I'm cynical. I'm so glad I've been cynical. I've been prepared for this my whole life. That's not true. I really just kind of kept myself in this very dark, sad corner. And then I had read, look, just try practicing gratitude for 30 days, just 30 days. And I got one of those like cheesy 30-day things that has blank lines, write what you're grateful for. And I'm not gonna lie, my first couple days were the day to be over. I'm grateful the day's over. I'm grateful that I can sleep in a bed. I'm great, and they're really just minor things to be grateful for. But over time, I started noticing, and especially since I was writing it down, I started noticing that I was able to find gratefulness, gratitude, and things that I was thankful for in areas where, for example, like we all love pets, right? This is gonna be a really minor example. We love pets, right? Oh, I'm grateful that my cat chose me and I'm petting them. But you might not feel that way when they're throwing up in the hallway in the middle of the night and you slip on it when you wake up in the morning before you get your coffee. But at that point, you have to be like, I'm still grateful for my cats. I'm still grateful for my cats. I'm not gonna have cat soup tonight. Kidding, I would never eat my cats. That's ridiculous. We're trying to be vegan, for goodness sakes. Anyway, and it was watching that for me, actually writing it down and seeing it all on one page was so helpful for me because I'm a very pragmatic, logical person. Like I have to like see the reality in it. It's not all about like this is what I believe, I need to see it. And I could see the transformation of the things that I was actually grateful for. And then I found myself looking forward to writing down what I was grateful for, like really being and seeing it in the moment of the day, like, wow, I'm really grateful for this. My brain was starting to, like, I was laser focusing my brain to really look for things to be grateful for. And I am so thankful that I did that. I'm so thankful that I still practice it because it has made what would be a really, really crappy day infinitely better. I mean, yesterday at work was a really rough day. And I was like, it was a good day. And why was it a good day? Because I solved a bunch of problems. I fixed things, even though it wasn't my fault and all that kind of stuff. And it was like, it's all right. We've got this going. But so even if you don't think that you can do it, I'm just going to say, just give it a shot for 30 days. Yeah. Just give it a shot.
And to help you out, after this is over, we will post a link to, you can get a 30-day gratitude journal prompt calendar. So Heather's made a calendar where every day in January, she's put something that you can reflect on to cultivate gratitude. So if you're struggling and you don't know like how you're going to find something to be grateful for, just download this calendar thing and you can get prompts every day of January.
And that's just they're just suggestions. If you can't think of anything, they're suggestions. But the real joy for you is when you can look at that and say, oh yeah, I am grateful for that, but you know what, I'm also grateful for this. And I think that that's a really great start to that gratitude journey.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to close up with a meditation to help you cultivate gratitude. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Get comfortable. You gotta
get settled in. So find yourself a position. See if you can find a place to feel grounded. If you're sitting, get your feet planted on the ground. You can lie down. Find a way that you are comfortable. Try to support your back. Make sure that your breathing way is clear. We're going to start with just a few deep breaths. So take a deep breath in. Fill up your lungs. Fill up your belly. Hold it for a moment. And then slowly exhale. And as you exhale, feel more relaxed. Feel more grounded. Feel more calm. Inhale another cleansing breath. Imagine cleansing air entering your body, filling up your body. And gently exhale, feeling more calm, feeling more relaxed. Last one, big breath in. And exhale. Now start with thinking about being grateful for living. So you exist. You are here on this planet. You can breathe. Your heart beats. You can be grateful for being alive. You can hear what we're saying. Be grateful for your living self. Next, think about things that make your life easier that you can be grateful for. So, we live in a world with electricity. You go into a room, you turn on a light, and there's light in the room. You live in a house that protects you from the elements, or you work in a building that has a roof to protect you from rain or cold or wind. We have heating and cooling. Next, think about people that make your life easier that you may not even know. So think about the farmer who has produced all of the food that you need to support yourself. Think about the civil engineer that laid out your streets so that you can get around. Think about the postal carrier who brings you mail, or the delivery person that brings you food. Think about the artists, the creatives that bring you entertainment, that bring you beauty, that create a more interesting world. Now think about all of the people and pets in your life that make your life better. Think about friends, family. Think about colleagues, people that smile at you, people who want to see you, and people who you want to see. Now just take a moment to reflect on what you can be grateful for. So think back on your day, think about yesterday. What happened that you can be grateful for? Just spend a moment thinking about all the things that are going well for you, the things that are contributing to your health, wellness, that are enriching your life. Okay, now we're going to close. So take another deep breath in, set all that gratitude, fill it, allow it to fill your body. Exhale, feeling more relaxed, feeling calm. Another deep breath in, breathing in all of that gratitude, feeling it fill your body. Exhale. And now we're back. How did that go?
I actually laughed because when Danny was saying remember something from yesterday was she was showing me a video and I was being an asshole, but it was funny. And we were like belly laughing. It was the crying laughing. It was so funny. And I was like,
okay, that's too much. Sorry, we went to a place.
I'm laughing again.
That's another thing to be grateful for if you can. Anything that can make you laugh, be grateful for laughter. So even if it's laughing at two dorkolos. Anyway, we're going to close. We will see you back here next week when we're going to talk about something important.
Getting stuck in intention land. So we talk a lot about setting your intention. I mean, that's a big part of what we do is we want you to have values-based intentions and stuff. But sometimes people get stuck in their intentions and don't move beyond that because they haven't made a plan. They don't have steps that they're taking towards. So how do we not just say the intention's enough? Like, I can have the intention of winning the lottery or cleaning my kitchen, but if I don't buy a ticket or get out my sponge, neither are going to happen. So
awesome. Looking forward to that. So thanks for y'all being here. I'm so grateful for you, actually, for giving us this opportunity to reflect on this and to make this more of a part of our life. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm grateful for you too, but I'm mostly, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys are great. I'm not saying that, but I'm really grateful for her. My sister, I think, is the most amazing person in the world, and I'm so lucky that I get to do this with her. Even if there's nobody watching, I would still do this because it's just fun.
I know. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
See you
everyone.
next week.
See you next week.